figure. I really like how the armor looks, the paint that they used. It's very a greenish black. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. And they used a clear green for the helmet, which is pretty cool. And the red that they used is very light. And I don't think it's a metallic at all, but actually it is if you shine it in the light. The red is a metallic, and they have a little bit of the same green on the dot here of the red piece. And I'm kind of disappointed that they used a darker red for the emblem here and a darker red for the arm, whatever this thing is. But yeah, let's see, what else can I nitpick? Besides, okay, so I got my regular Inferno armor to make the comparison that I was gonna talk about. Besides the fact that this is really OVA or original video animation accurate, this isn't in the original series. This armor, the Black Inferno, was actually direct-to-home video called Legend of Inferno, or Kikoutei Densetsu, and you can see here that the helmet part here is really angled and horned, while here it's different on the Inferno armor. And it would have been cooler, like how they included sheaths, bigger sheaths, so that you can put the swords, you can actually put the swords in the sheaths and then put it on the back of the powered up Ryo or the original Ryo. It would have been cool if they, I mean Tamashii Nations, would have included this kind of mold, except white, in both the original version, this one, and I actually put the other figure away, whatchamacallit, it's all the way in the back there. I don't know if you can see him, but it's the gloss version, or the Shudosha Hatsudo, or Guardian Invocation version. They could have included versions of the front mask. By versions, I mean alternate versions of this mold, because in the OVA, or original video animation, both Infernal armors are identical. They could have included different shoulder pieces as well, which would have been really cool. These figures are really expensive, and it kind of sucks that they didn't include that. And they could have also included this version of the black front face part. Although Tamashii Nations is known for their show accuracy and including like gimmick parts, they really dropped the ball on this one. And I guess that's all I have to nitpick on that. I'm gonna go ahead and show you articulation for the figure. So let's go ahead and start off with Mukala first. So here's Mukala. I'm gonna go ahead and take him off the stand real quick. And he has pretty much 360 rotation at the neck, and then you can move it up and down, and about like that. You can move the deltoid piece up and down. You can move the joint here at the shoulder, 360, and then here's another joint at the shoulder, which you can move 360, just underneath the, or just on top of the armband. And then here you have a double jointed bicep. You can almost do 180, but I'm afraid to, because I might break it. Here you can do a 360 rotation at the wrist, and then you can do up and down here. So let's go ahead and go to the waist, the upper part, or the chest I mean. You can probably do a 360. I don't know why you'd want to, because you might scratch the paint, but anyways, for the purpose of the video, you can do here, I guess 180 almost, and then you can do 180 here at the knee, almost. It's double jointed. I think you can move the waist a little bit, yeah. So you could probably do 360, but I don't want to do it, because it might break it. And then you have rotation here at the 360 here at the ankle, and then up and down here on the toe. And then I haven't really quite figured this out yet, what this is, but I don't know. Hopefully I'll figure it out. But yeah, that pretty much does it for articulation on that Mukala figure. Let's go ahead and go to the armored version. So I told you how I really liked the coloring of the green armor, like in the anime, but I really wish that it was more of a metallic. It just seems like a really gloss black. Like I can't see the metallic pigments like the original armors, but I'm sure they're gonna make a re-release of this figure. I mean, like Bandai likes making use of their molds, and that's really how they make money. I didn't think that this figure was gonna be released because I really thought that it was a niche armor, and like there wasn't much demand for it, but I guess I was wrong. I guess Bandai, the calling for using or reusing their mold from the Inferno armor was too great, and they just had to make more money. And so with that said, I guess you can do a 360 at the head. And I forgot to mention that the front faceplate here is white. It's almost the same white as the Inferno armor. And it's weird because here on the front faceplate on the Inferno armor, it's like a gunmetal color. And here you have articulation on the shoulder joints. The shoulder armor, I should say. I guess you can do 360 again, but I don't know why you'd want to. But a safe bet would be 180, and then 360 here, or at least 180, because the armor is hindering the rotation. You have again here your double ball joint, or double joint here at your the bicep. And then you have a 360 here at the wrist, up and down here, and then you have some waist movement. You do not have the upper chest movement because it's not showing. And then you have rotation here. I forgot to mention there's rotation at the hip, the bottom part of the hip, kind of like the shoulder. And then you have 180 movement there. You might want to be careful with moving around the hip joint, because I said it's really prone to cracks, so you'd want to handle it as close to the hip joint as possible. And you don't want to articulate it too much, because with the armor on, it will become loose because it's heavier. So here you have a double joint, so again almost 180. And then you can move this up and down, and then you can articulate the foot armor a little bit. So that pretty much does it for the articulation. I really like the use of metallics here. It's a really light blue, and then you have a metallic green that's almost the same as the helmet piece here, which is a clear green. It would have been cooler if it was one or the other, like if it was both clear or both metallic. But if I were to say, if I were like at the company, I'd like it the same. Like I'd have it clear green here, and clear green here as well. And I forgot to mention that there's articulation here as well. And here you can see Mukala's tribe symbol. And then here at the rim you can see that it's black. It's really, really slippery, so that indicates that it's pretty glossy. It kind of sucks that they used like a flat, really dark yellow. I would have liked it if maybe they would use like a gold similar to the Inferno armor, but you know, I guess that's just another thing to nitpick. So, like I was saying, another key difference to the two armors is that this has panel lining, and it's a lot straighter, and this one is a lot curved. So in the anime, or the OVA, I mean, it's a lot. It's supposed to be both armors are identical, except for the symbol, and the main color is either black or white. Now, Yoroiden Troopers figure Armor Plus line is a very cool line, especially because it's die cast, and I'd recommend it if you can buy even one set, maybe even one figure. You can see here I have Kongo no Shu in his sure kill pose with the Tamashi, I forgot which effect part this is, but it's a pretty cool thing. They actually released a flame effect part, Tamashi Nations did, and it'd be cool to pair up with the powered up Ryo and the mask to emulate a powered up volcano version. So yeah, I recommend you get two sets. One so that you can put them all in the armor form, and then put a couple on the armor stand, a set of 6, and then, or 7, and then a set, you'll have a set already unarmored, whatchamacallit, undergear form. So again, the only bad thing about this line is that they're, as I mentioned, the hip joints are really, really fragile. I think it's because of the way they were engineered, but they never really, in the 5 years that these figures have been being released, they never really addressed the problem. I guess that's it for this video. I wanted to show you here on the instruction manual, there's actually a URL that you can access. There's a survey that you can answer some questions, and it's actually in Japanese, but if you can figure it out with Google Translate and fill it out, there's a segment in the questionnaire asking you which figures you'd like to see in the Armor Plus line. There's actually a couple of surprise figures, like Jun Yamano and Miyakoji, or Nasty Yagyu. And the Jun Yamano is what's his name, Yuli in the American version, and those options existed on the questionnaire. They also had Talpa, the Four Warlords, Chaos, or the Ancient One. Chaos is his Japanese name. I'm pretty sure they had white blaze or black blaze or kokuen and uh, byakuen, and I couldn't remember if there were anything else. If there was anything else, but yeah, if you can look at that survey, as it's pretty interesting. So yeah, this is a must-buy for anybody who has the money. So thanks for watching, and this is JP554731 signing out, and I hope that there are more in the line. It'll probably take another 2 to 3 years for Tamashii Nations to release web exclusives, but I'm gonna be there, hopefully, to buy them. So see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Watch out for more reviews, hopefully, if this line continues. And yeah, see you guys later.